Many thanks to the Noble Lord Godson. I'd like to follow his excellent introduction by raising concerns about that very same ideological threat that Hezbollah poses to the UK, that we just heard about. It's extraordinary how normalised it has become on demonstrations on UK streets, that alongside aggressive, inflammatory anti-Israel chants, we're likely to see placards or hear slogans lauding Hezbollah as freedom fighters, rebranding its recently killed warmonger leader Nasrallah as a brave warrior. We might ask, are such attitudes solely the spontaneous reactions to a brutal geopolitical conflict? But something that might give us pause for thought. In June, Mohammed Rad, head of Hezbollah group in Lebanon's parliament, boasted in an interview with Russia Today, quote, "We're investing in protests and demonstrations in Western countries, especially among college students. We already have Muslim students agitating, but it's the Western students themselves who will destabilise these countries." No doubt there's a bit of hyperbole here, but it's really chilling to hear this explicit threat to the stability of Western society, and it needs to be taken seriously. So can the Minister respond to the claim that Hezbollah is investing in demonstrations in the West? Does the government have any knowledge of such financial support for UK street protests and campus encampments? There does seem a concerted attempt by agitators to give popular legitimacy to prescribed organisations such as Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis and so on, whose USP is the destruction of Israel and whose propaganda is dripping in visceral anti-Semitism. Could the Minister explain how the criminal offence of supporting a prescribed organisation such as Hezbollah is understood? Because when it's so bracingly vocalised on our streets but seemingly ignored by the police or authorities, this does cause public confusion. I'm personally resistant to criminalising such verbal support, not only because of the importance of freedom of speech, one of those Western values that Hezbollah and other Islamists want to destroy, but because I think we need more speech to counter this threat. If pro-Hezbollah propagandists are agitating on campus, we need to join in that battle of ideas to win hearts and minds. But there does feel like there's some inconsistency here. The government seems unabashed at calling out some forms of extremism, rather promiscuously, in my view, calling too many people far right. But where is the high-profile government campaign to name and shame and expose the ideas of those peddling Hezbollah et al.'s hateful anti-Jewish ideologies? In a week that's witnessed the daubing of red paint on Jewish charities, for God's sake, or respectable opinion calling for boycotts of Jewish authors, perhaps we must take more seriously the bigotry being peddled in the West and realise just how urgent it is we tackle radical Islamist ideas in public.
Yeah.